How are you? Good morning or good evening, wherever you are. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me? I'll wait for a few more people to come on here. I got a new chair. A company sent me a chair and I made a video about it. So I will be posting that very soon. Who do we have here? We have Toha. Hello, Bo. Hi, Toha. How are you? Sunny Dev. We are waiting for live. I don't think I've met you before, Sunny Dev. It's nice to meet you. My friend Dave from Israel, my wonderful member. Thank you for joining. Raphael. Hello. Maxime. Hello. Pokemon. Oh, a little French. C'est parti. Hi, bonjour. Ça va? Alex. Hi. Nadir. Hello, teacher. Is it George or Jorge? Hi, everyone. Good morning. Gaetano. Ciao. How are you? How is Italy? I'm so jealous you're in Italy. Looks like we have more people in here. How do you like my new chair? It allows me to recline back. Do you know this word? To recline back. I will teach you a lot of new vocabulary with my new chair video. It will be posted on October 1st. I wanted to get your feedback on some recipe videos that I will be filming for this week. Some of you watched my cooking video last week. I cooked breakfast and it was a big hit, which means that it was a popular video. And a lot of people are now, they've commented, they've requested for me to continue to post more cooking videos. I'm not a chef. I'm not a great cook, but I will cook for you so that you can learn some new vocabulary words, some new phrases and terms. So I wanted to take a poll or ask you, what kind of food should I cook? Please write in the comments and I will wait for your comment, but I will first read some of my other new friends that have joined here. Maxime, it looks very comfortable. Yes, my new chair is very comfortable. And in case you don't know, the shorter or the shortened version of comfortable is comfy. So you could say this chair is really comfy. Justine, I'm here to learn how to pronounce words in English. Justine, I'm sure you're doing a great job already. Your English sentence structure looks perfect. And I see that you're very active on my channel and you comment a lot, so I appreciate your support. My Korean friend Pambi, hello Bo, nice to see you. Annyeong, how are you? Annyeong, everyone, means hello, but in a casual way, in a non-formal way. So everyone say annyeong. Or if you want to be more formal, you can say 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. That's how it sounds when you say it quickly. And usually when you say that, you bow. 안녕하세요. But if you're saying it in the casual way, 안녕, you just say hi. You don't bow. Okay. Hello, teacher. We finally waited for your broadcast. Yes, here I am. For my subscriber who just commented that with the green heart, your username is in a language that I am not familiar with. Can you please remind me what your name is? Thank you. I have Papa Mo. Hello, lovely teacher. Hello to you. Um, is it Jorge or George Valdez? Please let me know. I'm glad you learned a lot of vocabulary of the kitchen, a lot of vocabulary words. Alex, I did not watch it, so I'll watch. Yes, you should watch it because a lot of your peers have commented that they've learned a lot. So I'm sure you will learn a lot as well. Hall West, hello, I am from Kurdistan, Iraq. Oh, hello. Thank you so much for joining all the way from Iraq. Maxime, it's difficult to say what kind of food you should cook because the cuisine is vary from country to country and personal preferences. That is correct. Well, I was thinking that I would make a mocktail. Who knows what a mocktail is? Can you take a guess? I'll wait to see if there's any comments. So I'm going to make a mocktail. And then in another recipe, I will cook something. Someone wants me, so Alex wants me to cook a pizza or pancake. Oh, hmm. Pizza is a little difficult, but that actually would be fun to make because it requires a lot of skill to kind of, roll out the dough and you have to knead the dough. That one would be interesting, but I don't have a pizza pan to put into the oven. So I might have to skip that one. Okay, nobody commented back about a mocktail. So a mocktail is the non-alcoholic version of a cocktail. I do not drink alcohol for health reasons. So I will make a cocktail that does not have alcohol. And I'm in the process of researching what kind of mocktail to make, but I'm thinking classic type drinks, maybe like a mojito, something with mint, or maybe a non alcoholic margarita would be fun and interesting. What do you think? Uh, Alex, does your husband drink alcohol? He does not. Um, it's not that we are 100% opposed to drinking alcohol, which means we're not against it, but we choose to not drink alcohol because alcohol is actually poison. It's poison for the body, and it doesn't add any health benefits. It also disturbs your sleep. Disturb meaning it disrupts your sleep, or it allows you to um, have it does not allow you to have a restful sleep. When you drink alcohol, it decreases the melatonin production. Let's see if I can Google melatonin so you can see. Who knows what melatonin is? Does anyone know? Melatonin is, well, maybe I shouldn't explain because it's such a scientific term, but it is a hormone naturally produced by the pineal gland. So it's a gland in the brain that regulates sleep wake cycles. You can purchase melatonin as a supplement. Let me come a little closer. Melatonin. However, I was advised by my acupuncturist to not take melatonin because it will confuse your brain to not make or not produce as much natural melatonin. So, who has heard of melatonin? I'm very curious. Okay, I'm going to read the comments. MD Rizal Karim from Bangladesh, that chair really fits you. It looks perfect when you sit on it. It is perfect. It's very comfortable. It's very comfy, very comfortable. It also has a footrest, which I will show you in the video that I will post later this week. In Insan, or what is, I'm sorry, I'm trying to read the username. Insan or Insan. Hi, I think you're new to my channel. And Nadir, I am sick and try to flow my teacher live, so I will watch, just watching you. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that you're sick, Nadir. I hope you feel better soon, and I hope you get a lot of rest. Thank you for watching while you are sick. Gaetano also suggests to cook a pizza. I guess I'm cooking a pizza today. I will have to go to, there's a store called Williams Sonoma. I don't know if it's an international store. It is a cookware store. And here is where I will be going then today. Williams Sonoma. So I can buy a pizza pan. Then I will buy the pizza dough. I will need to watch a YouTube video on how to make pizza. I think I need to buy a rolling pin. Pizza rolling pin. One moment. Pin. So here's a rolling pin. I definitely do not have one of these. It's very interesting. You know, last week when I made that cooking video, I did not have any expectations as to how well the video would do. I always hope that my videos do really well, but this one did exceptionally well. And then I got a lot of comments, you should do more cooking videos. So I think I will do this every week. I think it's actually pretty unique for my channel. And I hope you all agree that you've learned a lot from the breakfast cooking video, even though my breakfast was very ugly. It is not aesthetically pleasing. Who knows the word aesthetic? Give me a heart if you know the word aesthetic. It's an excellent word to know because people are using that word. A lot of Gen Z or younger people are using the word aesthetic to describe something that looks pretty or looks like you put effort into it. And it's becoming more and more of a popular word. Let's see what Google says about the word aesthetic. Let's see, hold on. Aesthetic. It's kind of a difficult word to pronounce. Aesthetic, because the TH, aesthetic, is next to the S. Aesthetic. Can you say that word? Aesthetic. Okay, so when I type the word aesthetic into Google, this is what it gives me. So as you can see, there's a common theme with the word aesthetic. It's really beautiful, and there's attention to detail to whatever the product is. The Google definition of the word aesthetic is concerned with beauty or the appreciation of beauty. Yes, exactly. So anyway, I forget why we're talking about the word. Oh, we were talking about the word aesthetic because my breakfast was not aesthetically pleasing. Aesthetically pleasing. But I hope when I make this pizza today, it will be aesthetically pleasing. I did get a lot of hearts on here. Looks like people knew the word aesthetic, which is great. Let's see what other comments I have. Okay, so Jorge, both of them. Jorge or George? Okay, great. I have seen you comment a lot lately, and I appreciate all of your support. Alex, you should cook oh, I read your comment. Cook pizza. Gabrielle, my member, says hello. Hello, how are you? Good to see you. Jian, is that right? Hello, nice to see you on here. Dave says mocktail is a drink. Exactly. You says I'd like to drink alcohol with my friends, and you are from China. I still go out with my friends if they are going to a party or a bar. I will still go, but I will drink a mocktail. So no alcohol. Insan, little bit alcohol isn't healthy. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, actually, yesterday, I was celebrating somebody's 70th birthday. It's a client at my work, and she invited us over to her house. So we had a champagne toast, and I drank this much, very, very little. And it's crazy how little bit of that champagne affected my body last night. I was extremely thirsty. I felt dehydrated just from that little bit of alcohol. So it does affect me a lot. Yakup, from Turkey. Merhaba. How are you? Maxime, the red wine is said to be healthy for the heart. Is this true? I am not a scientist, but from what I have read, red wine was originally proven to be healthy for the heart, maybe because of the resveratrol. Resveratrol. I know this word mostly because it is in skincare products. I will type it out for you. Resveratrol. So resveratrol is a plant compound, which means it's a part of the plant. It is known for its antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties found in foods like red grape skin. So I was right. So science shows that red wine is supposed to be healthy for the heart due to the resveratrol, which is a part of the red grape. However, in my opinion, alcohol in general, there are no health benefits. So for that reason trumps the resveratrol reason. So when you say something trumps something, it means that it overpowers or it is a better reason. But let me show you. So here are some photos of what resveratrol is. So resveratrol comes from different types of fruits, and you can see some of like the chemistry behind it. But you can also find resveratrol in skincare products to help your skin to look young or youthful. Who knew? Who knew about resveratrol here? Anyone? Let me know in the comments. Bambi, in my 30s, I was in a bottle of alcohol. Now I quit to learn English. Okay, I think what you mean is in my 30s, you used to drink a bottle of alcohol, but now you quit to focus on learning English. Is that correct? This is a good, new, healthy goal that you have. I have a friend that says hello in a language I am not familiar with, but it looks like KYCOK. What's your name? Let me know. Hehe or Gigi. Hello, thank you for your videos. Hello, Fairuz. Fatima from Sri Lanka. Still, I love your vlogs. Good to see you, Fatima. I haven't seen you in a while. Alex, can you explain about the verb may? When I was at school and I wanted to tell teacher that I need to go to bathroom, so I said, "Can I go to bathroom?" But he said that it's incorrect. Excellent question. And actually, in one of my interviews, I talked to my friend Jardy Santiago about this. Using this same exact example. So, if you ask someone, "Can I go to the bathroom, please?" You might get a response back saying, "I don't know, can you?" And if English is not your native language, it may be difficult to understand why they're making this type of comment or response back to you. If you say, "May I go to the bathroom?" instead of "Can I go to the bathroom?" May is more correct, more grammatically correct, because when you say, may I, you are asking for permission. But if you say, can I, it is basically saying, do you have the ability to go to the bathroom? Does that make sense? So again, if you say, can I go to the bathroom? It is actually asking, do I have the ability to go to the bathroom? Versus if you say, may I go to the bathroom? That is the more correct version of asking for permission to go to the bathroom. Does everyone understand? Maxime says, may is that modal verb? I don't know how to pronounce that actually, which can be used for asking permission to express possibility or probability. Exactly. Thank you, Maxime. So for my friend Alex, who asked me that question, thank you for your question. That is a useful topic to discuss. Who else has questions for me on here? When was the last time you spoke English? And did you experience any confusion? Did you feel hesitant, which means cautious, to speak because you were not confident in how to say something? Now is your time to ask me. I am a native English speaker, so please ask me questions on here. Another Korean friend, it says, 좋은 소리 영어. 좋은 소리, so that's good news English. Oh, okay. Good news English. 안녕하세요. 만나서 반갑습니다. Andre, hello from Brazil. Tudibim, how are you? Alex, I learned 3 language at the same time. Can you give some advice not to mix them? Actually, I do have some advice on that because last year I was trying to learn French, Korean, and Italian, actually, all at the same time. And then I realized that it was becoming a little stressful for my brain because it requires a lot of energy and brain power to learn a language. So I decided to focus on Korean because I already knew Korean a little bit, and French because I had already been taking lessons. So unfortunately, I had to drop Italian. I'm sorry, Gaetano. I would have loved to stick with Italian. My recommendation is learn them at different times throughout the day. So if you're learning English, learn English in the morning. If you're learning French, learn English in the middle of the day, and then the third language towards the end of the day. Because if you try to learn all 3 languages within 1 hour, you will not retain the information too much. That is my opinion. How to write Nadir, how to write esh it says aesthetic? What is aesthetic? I don't know what that is. Please teach me. My throat is getting dry, so I'm going to drink coffee. Who has coffee, water? Cheers. That was a big gulp. A gulp is a lot a lot of coffee, like I drank too much, and that is the opposite of a sip, just a light drink. I accidentally took a big gulp of coffee. Andre, hi Bo and everyone from Brazil. Muito obrigada. ITT. Good evening, Bo. It's nice to see you. Nice to see you as well. Actually, it's time to say good night. Okay, good night. Imut Moika Opetaja. Hi, teacher. Thanks for these live videos. They really help. Okay, now I need to Google. Moika? I don't know what language that is. Is that a Finland flag? Moika. Oh, it is. Oh my gosh. I'm so like I'm such a world traveler. Opetaja. I'm going to ask how to pronounce. How do you pronounce this? I use Siri a lot because I'm tired of typing. I type a lot. I was hoping it would read that for me, but I'm going to say Moika Opetaja. I'm assuming that's hello from Finland, and you are speaking Finnish. Good to have you on here. Like SOFC. Hey from Brazil. Thank you for your videos. Muito obrigada. Thank you for coming. Esan. Esan KH. I'm a native. Where are you a native to? Are you a native English speaker? Like SOFC, I have few difficult English. Can I buy your course? Yes, of course. If you would like to learn English with me at your own pace, on your own time, you can purchase my course, and the link is in the description. From Turkey, Fenerbahce. Merhaba. Esan, I know Persian, Turkish, and English. I learned how to say thank you in Persian. I heard that it is similar to French. So in French, you say merci. And in Persian, I heard it's merci. Is that correct? I have a lot of Persian friends in Los Angeles. There's a lot of them here. What is behind you? Akriti Gupta is asking, what is behind you? The chair? Are you asking about the chair? Are you asking about, let's see, the artwork or the sculpture or the books or the lamp or the dresser or the mirror? This is a headrest on the chair. So I hope that answers your question. There's a lot of things behind me. Dave, last week you said you had news for us, so we're curious to know. Right. Okay, so I can tell you vaguely. Vague, Vague, means in general terms, not specific terms, what the news was. But basically, I have a new opportunity for work, and I can't say more right now, but I'm very excited about it. And when I'm able to tell you more, I will tell you more. I will be more specific. So now you know what the word vague means. Vague is when you explain something in the most general way possible. Um, I left my full-time job almost 1 year ago, last October. I was working for a company for 10 years. I was the first employee at this company, and it was just me and the boss. And as the years went on, I gained a lot of new opportunities within the company. I had a lot of career growth. I grew a lot in my profession. And last year, I decided to leave because, in simple terms, what my needs were and what I stand for, which is my values, which are my values, were very different to what the company's values are and were, and currently are, actually. So, because we were not seeing eye to eye, which is an idiom meaning we did not agree on many things, I left the company abruptly. Abruptly means suddenly. And ever since then, many new opportunities have been coming my way. To come my way means that I have been provided or I'm getting new opportunities. So I currently work full time at another company, but the day that I found out about this company's job opportunity was the day that I left my old company. And this is crazy to me because for several years when I was at the old company, I was searching to move on to another job. I was looking at online job posts to quit and to leave so I can work somewhere else, but I couldn't find anything. But the day that I quit and I left, my dream opportunity came my way. So, what I'm trying to say is when you are in a negative situation or a toxic situation, if you remove yourself from this, better and more positive opportunities will come. There is no science to this, I'm sure, but this has been my experience. So when you say that you're in a toxic situation, think about the chemicals in cleaning products, for example. So toxic. So this is toxic. You can say when you're in a negative situation that you're in a toxic situation. And I removed myself from that. And now I have all these new opportunities coming. In addition, many things have changed actually since I left that old company. So now I work for this other company and I got into business with my ex business partner. We were going to open an online store selling bags, purses. And once we signed the documents to have a formal business, I quickly realized that she and I are not good for together as business partners because when I when I have a goal and when I put my mind to something, which means when I have to accomplish a goal, I do it fast because that is what I'm focusing on. I do not want to worry about dragging on this task that I have to do. To drag on is an excellent phrasal verb. Think about to drag. I'll show you a photo. To drag. Phrasal verb to drag on. Actually, to drag. Okay. This is the definition of to drag. So when you are pulling something and it's really difficult and it's heavy. So when you say, I don't want something to drag on, it means that you want to accomplish things quickly. So I got into this business partnership with this girl, and I was getting things accomplished, and she was not. And I wasn't sure why I was so bothered by this until after I exited the partnership. And I realized it's because I felt unappreciated. I felt like I was doing all this work and she did not appreciate it and she did not put effort into it. So I quit the partnership, and this was a big decision for me because it was the first time I got into a real business. I signed papers, I paid money to create a business. So I left another toxic situation. Do you understand my story? Give me a heart if you are understanding what I'm saying. I'm trying to speak it slowly, and I'm trying to talk to you like you are my friend so that you can understand real life situations. Wow, so many hearts and yeses. Wow, wow, wow. Great. Okay, I will continue. So I left this business partnership, and after leaving, oh, speak faster? Okay, I'll speak a little faster. After leaving my previous job, so last October, the job I was with for 10 years, I made a promise to myself. I said, I will not get into another situation where I do not put myself first. I know what my needs are. I know what makes me happy, and I will not get into another toxic situation. So I left my old job. I left this partnership. After I left this partnership, I decided, let me try to do this business myself because I was the only one who was doing it anyway. So, for several months, I attempted to start this online shop selling products, and it was stressing me out because not only am I trying to maintain my YouTube channel throughout this whole thing, but I had to work a full-time job, come home, do YouTube, do my store, and it's too much. So I decided 2 weeks ago to close my store, and that again was a big decision for me. So, no more store. And then I got approached or reached out to by an investor. So, a person with a lot of money who wanted to have me be the face of his new brand, um, that is that relates to what I do on YouTube. And I was really hopeful about um, getting into a partnership with this person. However, I value myself very high, and because he is just starting his company, he could not afford to pay me what I feel I am worth. So that did not work out. And now I have this new opportunity that I can't speak about yet until it's final. But this new opportunity is a big, big opportunity. Of course, it will allow me to still have my YouTube channel. I'm never leaving YouTube, I promise. But this is a big new step in my career. And when things are final, when I've signed documents, I will tell you all about it. So it's been 1 year since I left my last full time job, and so much has happened, including getting monetized on YouTube in under 1 year because I started my YouTube last May and I got monetized in April. So that is also something very big. A lot, a lot of changes in my life. And I wanted to share that with you because I don't normally talk about that in my videos in detail, what happened over the past 1 year. And I don't really talk about it on my live stream. So I hope you enjoyed my story. I hope you were able to understand it. And do you like hearing more life stories like that? If you do, give me a heart. Let me know. And I can share more life stories with you. Hearts, 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 lots of hearts. Good. I'm glad you liked it. Let me read some of these comments that were flooding in. So to flood in means, think of a flood. Flood. Flood is an interesting word when you try to pronounce it. Here's flood. Flood. So the phrasal verb to flood in means that a lot is happening at one time. And while I was telling you my story, a lot of comments flooded in. So let me read them quickly. Let's see. Okay. Nadir, no, I mean what you say, the new word. It's like beautiful. Aesthetic. 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 I don't know that word, but I will look it up. Julien, I'm French. Oh, bonjour, ça va? Ruslan, hello everyone. Alex, you're an excellent teacher. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed teaching us and answering your questions. It brings me a lot of joy and happiness when you ask questions, and I will always look forward to answering your questions. My goal in life is to be helpful, and if I'm helping you, then mission accomplished. Ruslan from Poland, nice to see you on here. I often forget vocabularies. Is there any method to remember strongly? So I think about like when I was learning French, easy French, when I learned a new vocabulary word, I wrote it in a sentence like this. I wrote it in a sentence and I wrote it several times, and then I would speak it out loud. And the next day, when I learned a new vocabulary word, I would go back and try to use that word in a sentence, not from reading, but just from trying to come up with my own. Would you like to hear some French? Let's see, what did I write? Je suis fatiguée parce que je travaille beaucoup. For my French subscribers on here, vous comprenez? Did you understand me? Let's see. Aujourd'hui, j'ai beaucoup de rendez-vous avec des nouveaux clients. Do you understand? So the first sentence, I said, I am tired because I work a lot, or I was tired because I work a lot. Then I said, today, I am meeting with a lot of new clients. Ooh, oui, I'm getting a lot of oui on here. Je n'ai pas de rendez-vous avec des nouveaux clients. So this one says, I didn't meet with new clients. Negative sentences are difficult, I think, in any language. What do you think? Oh, je comprends. Great. How is my French accent? Is it good? Is it bad? Do I need to work on it? Let's see. Merci, it's correct. Okay, good. Alex, what to do when I'm trying to talk to my teacher in English, but he doesn't understand me and says to repeat? Oh, and then we have a response back. Alex, you just need to be in an English-speaking environment. Listen more and communicate in the language. I agree. That is excellent advice. I will add to this advice. And what if you used your phone and you go into a web browser and you type what you want to say to the teacher so the teacher can see the visual and you can kind of talk about what's in the picture. That might be helpful because you're able to then describe what you're talking about, and then the teacher can further understand, and you will learn some new vocabulary words. Um, yes, I understood. Okay, great. Everyone understood me. Awesome. Appreciate it or appreciate that. Please explain me that. Um, Thank you for your question. Appreciate it or appreciate that. So, when you say appreciate it, normally you will put a subject in the sentence. I appreciate it. If I say I appreciate it to someone, it's basically saying thank you. I appreciate that is saying the same thing as I appreciate it. Um, but when you say I appreciate that, it's talking about something that is maybe a little further away. How do I explain that? Most people will say I appreciate it, and a lot of people don't say I appreciate that. So I recommend if you want an alternative to saying thank you, you can say I appreciate it. Or actually, lately, I'm hearing a lot of people say, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And it's, in my opinion, becoming kind of like a slang because I appreciate you isn't something that I grew up saying, even though it makes sense. It's become more popular lately. It's not natural for me to say, I appreciate you. It's more natural for me to say, thank you so much. So it's your preference when you say thank you. You can either say, thank you so much, or I appreciate you, or I appreciate it. Maybe don't say it or that. It sounds a little awkward. Say, thank you so much, or I appreciate you. um, Nadir, we are with you, teacher. Keep going. You motivate me so. I wish you doing great and all the best. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. In principle, we understand everything. Good. I'm glad. Sounds like a stressful life. It was more stressful when I was with the old company last year, when I was with it for 10 years. It was good for the first few years until things changed, and it then became extremely, extremely stressful. And now I'm getting my life back, which means that I feel like I have more freedom now. Um, Thank you, teacher. Don't leave YouTube. I will not leave YouTube. Alex, thank you for sharing with us. You're welcome. Where are you from? Asks H. H is asking where I am from. Who knows where I'm from? Put it in the comments. Let's see who's paying attention. As a YouTube over a year, do you like your recent life? I think what you are asking is, um, have you been enjoying your life being on YouTube over the past year? I know that's a little difficult to say. Let me repeat what I think you are trying to ask. Um, Have you been enjoying your life over the past year since being on YouTube? Yes. I dedicate my free time to YouTube to help people all around the world. I feel like I've made a lot of new friends in countries that I've never visited, and it is an honor to hang out with you every Sunday. And I really appreciate all of your support in watching my videos and commenting. And I hope you're sharing them with your friends who are looking to learn English as well. Maxime, yes, we'd like to hear new stories. Well, I will have another news story next week, I'm sure. Let me know in the comments, what kind of story would you like to hear next week? Gaetano, yes, Bo, I understand what you are saying. You did well to change jobs. You know how I feel. For me, your job is to be a full-time YouTuber. Thank you for what you do for us. You're welcome. I wish I could do YouTube full time, but realistically, it is not possible. It is not feasible because I have to make a living, which means I have to pay bills and I have to be able to buy food and pay rent and pay for internet. And unfortunately, YouTube is not providing enough money where I can make it a full-time job. Not yet. Weddy Karen, hello teacher. Happy Sunday. I'm late today, but sorry. No problem. I hope you got to listen to my story. I talked about my life over the past year. Could you tell me how to describe the life is so busy, like burning a candle on two sides? Yes, excellent question. First, let me drink my coffee. So, when you say that you are burning the candle it's from both sides, not from two sides. So, the idiom is you're burning the candle on both sides. Let's look at a visual. So imagine that you have a candle, and on both sides, you have a wick. A wick. I'll explain. Burning a candle from both sides, or both ends, maybe. Both ends is the saying. Burning the candle at both ends. So, hold on. Let me turn it this way so I can hold it. So that string is called a wick. So candles usually only have one wick. But when you say the idiom, I'm burning the candle at both ends, it means that you are in the middle of the candle and it is burning on both ends. So it's becoming a very dangerous situation. But it's more like, sorry, not dangerous, not dangerous. You're getting burnt out. Burnt out means that you're working so hard that you are too stressed. So there was a point when I was trying to have my other business and I was doing YouTube and I work full-time job that I did feel like I was burning the candle at both ends. And that's not a good thing. I hope that answers your question. Orsita, I miss you so much, teacher. I miss you too. You always have interesting stories from life. Thank you. When you are living in your own life, you never think, oh, my life is so interesting. I need to share it with people. But I don't know, I realize people like to get to know other people, and I think having that connection with someone is really important, and it is interesting. Bon accent. Oh, thank you for complimenting my French accent. Oh, Nadir. Okay, I understand what you're saying. So you would like for me to pronounce asterisk. Is that right? Well, it's not asterisk, it's actually asterisk. And most people say asterisk. So I will write it in here for you. Asterisk. How to pronounce asterisk. Oh, pronounce. It's getting confused because asterisk is a symbol on the keyboard, so it keeps putting that. So this is an asterisk. It's pronounced asterisk. Imagine this E is invisible. Asterisk. 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 Oh, no, don't pull up YouTube. So imagine no E, asterisk, asterisk. And this is asterisk. Does that answer your question, Nadir? I hope so. Maxime, as we don't have auxiliary verbs in Russian, the negative sentences aren't so difficult as in English. Oh, very interesting. Good to know. Thank you to my friends who enjoyed my French and appreciated. Hi, Dimuthu. How are you? Hi, Iano. Ruslan is asking, I need your advice, please. I want to buy vocabulary, but I don't know what will be like. I think that if you just watch my videos, those are free resources. So that's how you can learn new vocabulary. So if you do not want to buy a vocabulary book, you can just watch my videos and then try to write your own sentences using the words that you learned. Okay, now my friends are starting to respond to where I am from LA. Correct. You're from Korea but moved to America when you was 1. Correct. So Alex, you said you moved to America when you was 1. This is mostly correct, but instead of you was 1, it should be you were 1. And that's really confusing, I know, but it's you were 1. I'm going to lunch, then I'll read the description of the course. Thank you both. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Huyo, I like you because you are so cute. Thank you. Toha, you're from Los Angeles, but originally you was born South Korea, Seoul. Yes, you are correct. So Toha, same correction that I had for Alex. So when I say that I'm born in Seoul, South Korea, I would say I was born. But when you are saying that you are born or you were born, it's were. You were born in Seoul, South Korea. I was born in Seoul, South Korea. Okay, does it make sense? Give me a heart if it makes sense. I have to get going soon because I have yoga class, so I will read through the comments quickly. Do you have a boyfriend? I have a husband. Should we ask him to come here? Can you come to this room, please? Husband, can you come to the room? Just pop your hand in here. Say hi to my subscribers. They wanna say hi to you. I know he's watching. He's in the other room. He's getting ready to go to church. He's ironing his shirt. Husband, can you come in here and say hi just with your hand? You don't have to show your face. He's very shy, camera shy. Let's see if he comes. Alex, I would like to hear story about your traveling. No problem. Next week, remind me, I will talk about my travels. Um, I've traveled a lot, actually. My friend from Israel, Dave, says, "Hi, Gabriel." Gabriel, I know you're out there. Come pop your head in here, or at least your hand. um, what is the difference? When do we use should, have, plus? Is PP past participle? What is the difference between should, have, past participle, and should and verb? Should and past participle. I will have to get back to you because the answer to this is a little bit complicated. Maybe I will do a lesson on it for this week. I'll write it down. So, should, have, and past participle. I'll do a lesson. Cheers. Alex, I made a mistake. You moved to America when you were 1 years old. That's almost 100% correct. One more small correction I have is because the number 1 is singular, it should be 1 year old, not 1 years old. So you moved to America when you were 1 year old. Actually, it's better to say when you were a 1 year old, when you were a 1 year old. Okay? Let's see. What is doji candle? Doji candle. When you burn candle from both wick, looks like doji candle of trading. I don't know what that is. Mosen. Hello, my name Mosen. I want to learn English to travel. Give me advice to learn fast or good way. Welcome to my channel, Mosen. A lot of my subscribers have found success in watching my videos. What you can do is turn on the YouTube caption in my videos, so in the YouTube setting below, and then try to shadow how I'm saying the sentences, and then watch the video again with no caption and see if you're able to understand. Ramses, thank you for your lessons. I always watch all your reviews and interviews with interesting people. It helps me a lot. I wish you good luck. Thank you so much. I'm really glad that you enjoy my interviews with my friends. I figured they would be helpful. Maxime, should plus past participle is about something in the past. Yes, it is about something in the past. When you say the word should, it's saying that it's an action that you hoped that you would have done. I will make a video. I'll make a video about this. Thank you for answering my questions. You are a really kind teacher. You are very welcome. Alex, are native English speakers using present perfect continuous? I have been waiting. I think I do use that, actually. Let's see. Let me just make sure. Present perfect continuous in English. So this describes an action that began in the past and continues into the present or has just recently finished. So, for an example, you're out of breath. Have you been running? Oh, yeah. This is definitely a tense that I use. Um, and they have been studying. So that's like saying, I have been studying French for 3 years. So when I say I have been, it's continuous, or I have been studying, and I did not stop studying French. I continue to do it, but I started a few years ago. So I have been studying French for 3 years. Does that make sense? I hope that was helpful, Alex. Do you teach on Zoom? I taught online, but I don't anymore. I do think about it from time to time, teaching English to individuals. But the problem is, if I do that, then it takes away from me making videos on YouTube. So I don't think I should teach individually. Let me see what time it is. Oh, 9:16. Okay. I have yoga class 10:30. I have to leave here at 10. So I'm going to quickly finish up these comments and then I have to go. Orsita, how many countries have you visited? I love you so much. Oh, I love you too. How many countries have I visited? Excellent question. I've been to, well, Peru, Costa Rica, Puerto Rico, England, Spain, France, Portugal, Italy, Greece, Korea, New Zealand. Where else? I know I've been to other countries. Oh, I've been to Monaco. So I will tell you some travel stories next week. Yusuf, hi, how are you? Hi, Yusuf. I don't think I've seen you on here, so welcome. Grace, hi, hello, Grace. Good luck, teacher Nadir. Have you visited Egypt? I have not. I would love to go to Egypt. Let me just look up Cairo. Yes, I want to go to Cairo. I want to go to the pyramids one day. Malaysia. I've never been to Malaysia. Oh yeah, I've been to India, of course. Thank you. The other difficult grammar is third conditional. I'm always confused about that. Let me see. What is third conditional? What is third conditional English grammar? English grammar structure used for imagining a different past or expressing past regrets. Oh. Oh, okay. For example, if if it had rained, you would have gotten wet. You would have passed your exam if you had worked harder. If my alarm had gone off, I wouldn't have been late to work. This is tricky. It is difficult. So it's basically saying, first of all, this is a way to express something negative that you hoped you or someone would have done, and it's happening in the past. So if something happened, then this would have happened. If I drank more caffeine, I would have been more alert, more awake. Why don't you try to come up with some sentences of your own and bring it to next week's live stream? Anyone can do that, but especially my friend on here that commented. So, if something happened in the past, this would have happened as a result of this. So, I wish that I did this so that this would have happened. Make sense? Okay, Grace, I'm from Myanmar. I like you, teacher. Please call by my name Zin Y Tet. Zin Y Tet, is that right? Erol, Turkey, Merhaba, Maxime. I visited Cairo. The city is so overpopulated. Oh, good to know. I figured, but I didn't know. Diksha, hi Bo, how are you doing? I guess you should visit India. It's a very beautiful country, maybe because I'm there. Kidding. I have been to India. I've been to Kerala and the Golden Triangle, Jaipur, and then I forget the other neighboring cities. If I had money, I would have been in the beach. That's funny. So instead of saying I would have been in the beach, it would be more correct to say, if I had money, I would be on the beach. I would be on the beach. Not, or, okay, hold on. So you want it to be in past tense. If I had money, I would have been on the beach. You can just change in to on. Are you going to visit Spain more? Maybe. Quizás? Is that maybe in Spanish? I hope so. How much time does it take to learn English? You it will take you a whole lifetime if I'm just kidding. Um, it it's up to you. It depends on how often you are studying. The more you study, the more consistent you are, the more fluent you will become. It is time for me to sign off. I hope you enjoyed today's live stream. I'm going to cook today and I will film it. I will make a mocktail and maybe I will create one of these grammar videos. And I am trying to still post as often as possible, but I may only post about 4 long YouTube videos per week just so I don't get too stressed out. So I hope that's okay. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your day or evening. Bye.